Hey YouTube, can always post 1975. Kind of an unscheduled video. Yeah, sorry I look like a bag of crap. It is currently 6:25 a.m. in the morning. I just got home from work. Had a really quick shower. I changed. I'm really tired. It's hotter than hell, even though it's this early. It's hotter than a DVD you buy from a pub on a Friday night. Now, lots of you are probably going, where I live anyway, that's a good thing. It's been pissing it down forever. Yeah, when you work nights, it sucks. It's supposed to rain in the daytime, then stop the minute you get up, and then rain when you go back to bed, and then stop raining on your days off, and then start raining again when you work, because you need to sleep, and sleeping in the daytime is very difficult. Now, my brother stayed here last night. I remember hearing something about it. I didn't commit it to memory because I was late when I left the house to go to work last night. Now, my brother's a photographer, and so he stays here because he lives way downtown, whereas where I live, it's easy access to the country, and he takes, like, why am I doing this? Nature pictures in nature? No, that sounds like he photographs people fucking sunbathing butt naked on a beach. He takes sort of wildlife pictures, so it's easy to beat traffic for him and get out into the countryside. Now, I came upstairs and immediately I walked into my room, and I don't begrudge him doing this. It's just his inability, or kind of lack of respect, but mainly his inability to fucking turn things off that pisses me off. Fair enough, he left his own PlayStation 3 on for a week, and it still works. But if you're going to use someone else's stuff, yeah, turn it off. Anyway, I'm waffling, sorry, tired. Came into my room, what is that whirring noise? Right. I'm going to make a guess, and I could look like a complete turd biscuit if I get this wrong, but I'm going to guess that it's my PlayStation 2 that's on, by the way. And, hang on. Oh, you don't want to know how hot that is. I could cook an egg on that bad boy. Yeah, I'm going to guess. Oh, the TV's on standby as well, which you shouldn't do because apparently it's killing the planet. This is my caring face about that. Anyway. Hello? Just going to say, he's just broke my fucking TV. Tekken 3 on the money. Right, we'll turn you off. Actually, hang on. And we'll turn you off. Am I the only person, by the way, who thinks that the eject switch on the PlayStation 2 Slim is just very sort of unresponsive and meh? Anyway, he will be reprimanded for that. And if it dies, he will be buying me a new one. Now, why is this interesting? Because my brother absolutely despises all fighting games. I mean, he loathes them. He absolutely loathes them. A few years back, in the late 90s, early noughties, I hate that phrase, by the way, and I lived in a little flat downtown. I had Street Fighter 2, and me and the other guy who shared the flat, we loved that game. We played it to such a retarded level that we couldn't make decisions in the house without playing it. Like, who made a cup of tea, who would, like, I don't know, do the washing up, who would cook food or whatever. All came down to best 2 out of 3 in Street Fighter. And whenever my brother came over, he refused to sit in the lounge. He just couldn't see the point in fighting games. He's always like, it's just mindless button bashing, where I would argue, no, it's artistic. If you learn the correct sequence, if you commit it to your mind, you're painting a picture. It's like wiping your ass with silk, and it's like, oh, shut up. It's a driving game. Now, I am going somewhere with this video. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. But yeah, he absolutely loathes fighting games. He fucking loves Tekken 3. That's why the minute I heard the whiz because he only found out I had Tekken 3, a few weeks ago, and every time he's been here, he's played it. Yeah, the minute I heard the whir of the PlayStation 2, I thought Tekken 3, and we were playing it the other day, and every time he's been here, he's like, do you want to have a go at Tekken 3? And I'm like, I don't get you. You fucking hate fighting games, but Tekken 3 to you is one of your favourite games ever. And he just goes, I don't know, just pushes my buttons. There's irony, because he always says that their mind is button bashers. And it got me thinking, because I'm like, well, man, they're a sellout. You know, because we all have a genre of games we absolutely despise. It's nothing personal. I was going to say hate, but I guess hate is too strong a term, because it's nothing personal. It's just, you know, tastes in what you enjoy and what you like and what you don't like. And if we all like the same thing, well, it would be like, you know, boring, basically. And I was thinking, you know, like, you sell out. Then I thought, you know what? I have a genre. I absolutely, I can't stand it. I'm not criticising anyone. I'm going to get flack for this and tons of thumbs down. I'm not criticising anyone who loves it, because as I said, you know, taste in games is subjective. But that genre to me is RPGs. I just don't get RPGs, you know. And as I said, some of my favourite YouTubers, you know, their channels are kind of devoted to RPGs, and I'm not bashing that. As I said, taste is subjective, but I don't get RPGs. I absolutely don't get RPGs. Now, some of you might say, but we've heard you talk about Zelda. A Link to the Past, I love it. Twilight Princess, I like it. The last Zelda game, Skyward Sword, I love it. To a lesser degree, Monster Hunter Tri, I love that so much. I actually competed in Japanese on the Wii. But I don't really consider them RPGs. And that's a question that's already been asked by Happy Console Gamer. Is Zelda an RPG? I don't consider it an RPG. Which then, the other funny thing about this story would be if it was labelled on RGB, no, that's a TV socket, an RPG, I probably would have never tried it, you know, which would have been a shame, because, you know, I absolutely love, especially Link to the Past. But yeah, I just don't get RPGs. I find them monotonous, boring. I hate random battles. I hate random battles. I don't get this. I'm not saying I'm an out-and-out pacifist or a coward in a game, but you should be able to avoid conflict if you so want to. I understand to some degree that's kind of changed in games now, especially in the genre of the franchise of the game I want to talk about. But yeah, I can't stand RPGs. I fucking love Final Fantasy VII. I'm trying to get a cheap copy of it. Final Fantasy VII I got for Christmas in 1997, and someone bought it for me by accident that says they didn't know even then that you know, I didn't like RPGs, and I sat there and I came the crap out of it. And it's got random battles in it. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Something clicked and dropped. I absolutely love Final Fantasy VII. I guess the fact that it's incredibly, even by today's standard, a polished game, you know, probably helped. It's got this amazing two-tier system of graphics. You know, you got kind of serious, and then you got the, when you explore stuff, you got kind of the overblocky, cartoony. You know, it's got great cutscenes. You know, some of the moves you do in the combat when you summon the dragon and stuff like that. It's been a while since I played it. You know, it's just incredibly polished. But I absolutely love it. So therefore, you would think that I could then carry on in the genre. No, I jumped onto Final Fantasy VIII. I gave up, I don't know, an hour into it, and it kind of brought back everything I despised about RPGs, even though for some reason I saw past that in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know what it is. I dislike the genre of RPGs, but I absolutely love Final Fantasy VII and definitely going to try and buy it again. Side note, I do have Pierre Solar on the Mega Drive. Initially I bought it because I heard about this concept that someone had made a brand new Mega Drive game, you know, 20 years or so after they stopped making games for it, and it was between prints, and someone said you'll never get it, and that to me is like, you know, that's like catnip for nerds. I'm like, oh, I'll get it, and I have completed this, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Not to the degree that I love Final Fantasy VII, you know. I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's a very, very good game. If you love RPGs, you'll probably shit your pants playing this. But it didn't sort of, you know, rekindle the enthusiasm I had for Final Fantasy VII. I think it may be a case with this, it was just something unique and interesting and kind of cool, and sort of, you know, regressing me back to my childhood to be able to play a brand new game for a discontinued system. I don't know. This video is rapidly getting away from me. But, yeah. So I was going to ask a question. Mainly because this whole weird thingy of it being coming home at stupid o'clock in the morning and that happening just triggered this, and yeah, I just thought it'd be a good question. What games do you love, or what game, in my case, do you love in a genre that you can't stand? As I said before, I want to, you know, reconfirm that there's nothing wrong with liking RPGs. You know, some people don't like driving games, some people don't like fighting games. My brother apparently doesn't like my PlayStation 2 either. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just, you know, want to make more. What game do you love in a genre you absolutely dislike? Just thought, you know, that's quite an interesting question. Anyway, I'm going to upload this now, and then I'm going to go to bed. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.